These salmon burgers are a fantastic way to switch up your burger game if you're tired of the same old proteins. I'm Justin from Cooking with Coit. I specialize in clean comfort cooking. And remember, if you love this video, make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons. Let's get started. Let me give you a rundown of the ingredients you need to make this recipe. First, we have salmon, parsley, salt and pepper, lemon juice, egg, Dijon mustard, breadcrumbs, and olive oil. And the only special equipment you'll need in this recipe is a food processor. First thing we need to do is to prepare the salmon. If you can find salmon that already has the skin cut off from the fishmonger at your grocery store, that's fantastic. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to, so I'm gonna go ahead and trim off the skin of this salmon. Next thing we need to do is to rough chop this salmon, and then we're gonna put it in the food processor. Now, one note here, guys, my recipe calls for 1.25 pounds of salmon. That's gonna make you a couple burgers. I did about half of that because I know that I didn't wanna waste any of the salmon burgers, only I'm gonna eat them tonight. So I did, just about 1/2 pound of salmon. All right, guys, now we're going to pulse the salmon a little bit. And the goal here is that we wanna break it into such small pieces that it's going to stick together, almost like a ground beef type of consistency. So let's just give it a couple pulses. You definitely don't need to overblend this, and I suggest you don't. Just a couple pulses should absolutely do it. That's actually perfect already. Here, let me give you guys a shot of this. Check that out. That is the perfect texture. All right, guys, now we're gonna pull the blade out of the food processor. And essentially, now we're just gonna be using the food processor as a bowl. So the next thing we need to do is to mince up our parsley. Parsley gives these salmon burgers such an incredible flavor. And I feel like some people think of parsley as just this garnish that you do, at the very end of the recipe, but I'm telling you, this parsley inside these salmon burgers really gives it a ton of great flavor. I know some people can't have cilantro because it tastes like metal or something in their mouths. I wonder if that's the same for parsley. I don't know, if you guys know, let me know in the comments below. Now we're gonna add this parsley into the food processor. Next, we're gonna add our breadcrumbs. We're gonna add 1/2 cup. Now, breadcrumbs serve a couple purposes here. Number one, they act as a fantastic binder for these burgers, so it helps them stay together while you're cooking them. And then number two, it's almost like a textural thing. Breadcrumbs are so fantastic to add to turkey burgers and salmon burgers. They just add this really great texture to salmon burgers and turkey burgers, so I use breadcrumbs a lot. Next, we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. Oh, guys, I broke the egg before I could get to it, but I can save it. Okay, we're gonna add 1 whole egg. Ooh, nice save. Let's add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. I'm not exactly gonna measure this because I love lemon juice and I think it really brightens up every recipe that you put it in, so I'm gonna give it probably a little bit more than a tablespoon, but you guys can do a tablespoon or do whatever you want. Next, we're gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. And now all we need to do is give it a good mix. The 2 most important binders that I use for anything like turkey burgers or salmon burgers, or even when I'm breading something, is egg and breadcrumbs. Those things together give such great texture, they give such great flavor, and they are fantastic binders. All right, guys, let me show you what it should look like at this point. Okay, guys, next thing we need to do is to form the salmon burger patties. So just dump out all of your salmon mixture onto a cutting board. I like my salmon burgers about 1/4 to 1/3 pound each, so I'm gonna actually divide up this mixture into 2 burgers. And all you have to do is form the patty with your hands just like this. I like to compress it a little bit just to make sure that they're gonna stay together when they go into the pan. But that is looking really good. All right, guys, the time has come to cook these burgers, so I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil into my cast iron skillet. Oops, my bun is heating up in the background. Just ignore that. So I like using cast iron to make burgers if I'm gonna do them inside. And the reason for that is the cast iron gives you such good, even heat, and it gives you a lot of heat. And I like to cook these burgers really kind of hot and fast. So I just added a little bit of olive oil to the pan, and now I'm gonna drop my burgers in. We're gonna cook these burgers for about 3 to 4 minutes per side, then we're gonna flip them over and cook them for another 3 minutes. All right, these burgers are ready to flip. Let's see how they look. Ooh, look at that beautiful golden salmon burger. These are looking perfect. All right, guys, these burgers are totally done, so let me show you how I finish them off. First, I am dropping my salmon burger onto a brioche bun. Only brioche. Maybe a sesame seed bun, maybe. But really brioche is where it's at, so you better listen to me on that. Next, I'm going to add my favorite sauce. It is 50% ketchup, 50% mayo. That is Thousand Island sauce. And the final garnishes that I put on my salmon burgers is a little bit of onion. And of course, you could do a little grilled onion if you like it cooked. And finally, 1 slice of tomato. And look at how beautiful this salmon burger is. I cannot wait to give it a try. But before I do, if you love this recipe and you want to see more just like it, check out my healthy recipes playlist. Okay, let's give this a try. I feel like I have sauce all over my face. This salmon burger is so incredible. You really taste the parsley and the lemon juice and that really delicious salmon all coming through. Guys, you gotta try this. Switch up your burger game, you won't be disappointed. I'll see you in the next video.